What's up, guys? It's Ty here, and today I have the Week 8 NBA recap here for you guys. And let's get right into it. We already went over the Celtics-Bucks games. You guys know about that. We went over a few of these games. Actually, I don't remember which games we didn't go over, so we're just going to show you Monday's scores. Feel free to pause if necessary. The Cavs won their 12th straight in a row. There you go. Hey, the Grizzlies, they snapped their 11-game losing streak against the Timberwolves. They won 95-92. Warriors beat the Pelicans. They raised a 20-point deficit. Yeah, feel free to just pause if you want to, because I do not remember which ones we went over. Oh, and yeah, the Jazz obliterated the Wizards 116-69. So that happened. So that was Monday's action. Again, I'm just going to scroll up slowly. Feel free to pause if necessary. Devin Booker had 46 points, and the Suns beat the 76ers. So, 46 points is pretty freaking nice. All right, on to Tuesday's action. Not a lot of games here on Tuesday, December 5th. We had the Toronto Raptors beating the Devin Booker Suns. I'm sorry, I believe he got injured in that game. I don't remember what game he got injured in, but I do remember getting injured in one of the games, and I believe it was this game. Sorry, it was like a week ago. They won 126-113. Kyle Lowry had double-double with 20 points and 10 assists. And then speaking of the man, Devin Booker, he had 19 points and 8 assists in that game. The Thunder beat the Jazz 102-94. Donovan Mitchell, man, he's playing really, really well, trying to make a case to become the Rookie of the Year. It'll be very hard with Ben Simmons, though. But he had 31 points for the Jazz, and Russell Westbrook had a nice triple-double with 34 points, 12 rebounds, and 14 assists. That is a pretty nice game, but not as nice as a game as Bradley Beal's 51 points for the Washington Wizards as they beat the Portland Trail Blazers 106-92. Damian Lillard was flirting with a triple-double, though. He had 30 points, 8 rebounds, and 9 assists, but it wasn't enough as Bradley Beal was a beast. On to Wednesday's action. We had tons of games here on Wednesday. Start off with the Boston Celtics beating the Dallas Mavericks 97-90. Al Horford had 17 points, 8 rebounds, and 8 assists, flirting with a close to a gentleman's triple-double, very close. And then Harrison Barnes had 19 points for the Mavs. The Cavaliers survive a scare to win their 13th straight. They beat the Sacramento Kings 101-95. They outscored the Kings 28-17 in the fourth quarter. LeBron James was 1 assist shy of a triple-double. He had 32 points, 11 rebounds, and 9 assists. And Zach Randolph had 18 points and 10 boards for the Kings. The Indiana Pacers have been playing surprisingly good this season, and they are 14-11. They beat the Bulls 98-96. Victor Oladipo, who is probably going to be the most improved player of the year, if I would have to say, he had 27 points and 8 rebounds. And Chris Dunn had 18 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists himself. The Magic beat the Atlanta Hawks in overtime, 110-106. Dennis Schroeder, who always leads the scoring for Atlanta, he had 26 points. And Nikolai Vucevic had 22 points, 16 rebounds for the Magic. What a game from him. The Grizzlies are back on their losing ways. The New York Knicks beat them 99-88. Marc Gasol had 17 points, and Courtney Lee led the scoring for the Knicks with 24. The Golden State Warriors got their 20th win on the season. They beat the Charlotte Hornets in Charlotte 101-87. Kevin Durant had himself a triple-double with 35 points, 11 rebounds, and 10 assists. And Kemba Walker led the scoring for the Hornets with 24 points. The Pistons have lost 4 straight as the Milwaukee Bucks beat them 104-100. Andre Drummond's 27 points and 20 rebounds were not enough to get the Pistons the victory. It was Giannis Antetokounmpo's birthday. He had 25 points and 11 boards on his birthday. A pretty good birthday, if I do say so myself. The New Orleans Pelicans beat the Denver Nuggets 123-100. and 14. DeMarcus Cousins had 40 points and 22 rebounds. Holy moly. What a game from DeMarcus Cousins. I'm glad I have him on my fantasy team. Gary Harris also had 24 points for the Nuggets. The San Antonio Spurs beat the Miami Heat 117-105. Tyler Johnson had 25 points for the Heat, and Rudy Gay had 16 for the Spurs. And then the Timberwolves beat the Los Angeles Clippers in LA 113-107. Karl Anthony Towns had a double-double with 21 points and 12 rebounds. And DeAndre Jordan had 18 points and 21 rebounds. Holy crap. What a game. On to Thursday here, we had the Los Angeles Lakers beating the Philadelphia 76ers 107-104. Lonzo Ball had 10 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists. I think he also had 3 steals and 3 blocks as well. But Joel Embiid had 33 points for Philly, but it was not enough as Brandon Ingram, he had a nice game winner. So, yeah, moving on. The Wizards, they won their second game in a row. They beat the Phoenix Suns 109-99. Bradley Beal again with a beautiful performance. 34 points for the Wizards. Greg Monroe had 15 for the Suns. The Brooklyn Nets beat the Oklahoma City Thunder in Mexico City 100-95. Russell Westbrook's 31 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists were not enough to beat the Nets, who got their 10th win on the year. Caris LeVert had 21 points and 10 assists for the Nets. And then the Houston Rockets beat the Utah Jazz 112-101. Chris Paul was a rebound shy of a triple-double. He had 18 points, 9 rebounds, and 13 assists. And Donovan Mitchell, man, he's been leading the scoring for Utah like all the time. We see 26 points for him. He's playing amazing, man. He's playing amazing. Look at all these Friday games. And the San Antonio Spurs beat the Boston Celtics 105-102 after Monty Ginobili hit a big game-winning shot to obviously win the game. Kyrie had 36 points, only 1 rebound and 1 assist though. But LaMarcus Aldridge had 27 points and 10 rebounds, a solid double-double. The Chicago Bulls beat the Charlotte Hornets 119-111 in overtime. Lauri Markkanen had 24 points and 12 rebounds to lead the Bulls, and Dwight Howard had 25 points and 20 rebounds on his birthday, but it wasn't enough, obviously. The Golden State Warriors beat the Detroit Pistons 102-98. Kevin Durant had 36 points and 10 rebounds. What a game from him. And Avery Bradley had 25 points for the Pistons, the struggling Pistons as of late. The Indiana Pacers snap the Cleveland Cavaliers 13-game win streak. They win 106-102. LeBron James had 29 points, 10 rebounds, and 8 assists. But Victor Oladipo leading the Pacers as he had 33 points and 8 rebounds for Indiana. After a slow start in the first quarter, the Nuggets ended up pulling away and getting the victory against the Magic 103-89. Kenneth Faried, I haven't seen that name in a while. He had 20 points and 10 rebounds, and Nikolai Vucevic had 21 points and 17 rebounds. Good games from the big man there. The Raptors are starting to catch a little bit of fire here. They beat the Grizzlies 116-107. DeMar DeRozan had 26 points for the Raptors, and Tyreke Evans had 27 points for the Grizzlies. The Milwaukee Bucks beat the Dallas Mavericks 109-102. Giannis had 27 points and 11 boards, and Wesley Matthews had 29 points for the Mavericks. Ooh, not bad, not bad. And then the Sacramento Kings beat the New Orleans Pelicans 116-109 in overtime. Zach Randolph led scoring for the Kings. He had 35 points, 13 rebounds. Jeez. And DeMarcus Cousins had 38 points and 11 rebounds. Maybe it's not a 40 and 22 game, but still very respectable games from both of the guys right there. The Los Angeles Clippers beat the Washington Wizards by 1 point, 113-112. Otto Porter had himself a double-double with 27 points and 11 rebounds, and Lou Williams off the bench, or maybe he's starting now, I'm not sure. He had himself 35 points and 8 assists. Dang. In Mexico City, we had ourselves Miami beating the Brooklyn Nets 101-89. No really crazy scores here. 17 points for James Johnson, and Rondae Hollis-Jefferson had 18 points. The Lakers get their 10th win on the year. They beat the Hornets, the struggling Hornets, 110-99. Jordan Clarkson, I haven't seen that name in a while. He had 22 points for the Lakers, and Dwight Howard, he's been playing pretty well this season. He had himself 21 points and 12 rebounds for the Hornets. The Atlanta Hawks beat the Orlando Magic 117-110. Nikolai Vucevic's triple-double, which was 31 points, 13 rebounds, and 10 assists, was not enough for them to beat the Hawks. Ersan Ilyasova had 26 points for those winning Hawks. LeBron gets back on track here. They beat the 76ers, or the Cavs beat the 76ers 105-98. Robert Covington had 19 points for Philly, and LeBron James had a triple-double, 30 points, 13 boards, and 13 assists. Dang. The Bulls have won 2 in a row. They beat the New York Knicks 104-102. Kristaps Porzingis had 23 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And Chris Dunn, maybe he's one of the most improved players as well. He had 17 points, 7 rebounds, and 9 assists, close to a double-double. The Bucks are really starting to hit their strides now. They beat the Utah Jazz 117-100. Giannis is starting to find his footing again. He had 37 points, 13 rebounds, and 7 assists. And Alex Burks had 20 points for the Jazz. The Thunder get the 1-point victory in overtime against, hey, look, the Grizzlies. Russell Westbrook had himself another triple-double. He had 20 points, 11 rebounds, and 14 assists. And Tyreke Evans, though, had himself a really nice game as well with 29 points and 13 rebounds. Wow, that's actually really good. The San Antonio Spurs beat the Phoenix Suns 104-101. Marcus Aldridge came up a rebound shy of a double-double. Mike James, I don't even know who that is, had 25 points for the Suns. To get their 20th win on the year, the Houston Rockets outscored the Trailblazers 40-19 in the fourth quarter behind James Harden's 48-point showing for the Rockets. And they did win the game right there. Damian Lillard had 35 points in the losing effort for the Trailblazers. And the Boston Celtics beat the Detroit Pistons, who have lost 6 in a row, 91-81. Al Horford came up a rebound shy of a double-double. He had 18 points and 9 boards. And Tobias Harris had 19 points and 8 boards for the Pistons. The Toronto Raptors beat the Sacramento Kings 102-87. DeMar DeRozan was an assist shy of a double-double. He had 25 points and 9 assists. And Zach Randolph, who's been leading the scoring for the Kings lately, he had 19 points and 11 rebounds. The Indiana Pacers beat the Denver Nuggets in overtime 126-116. Victor Oladipo had a 47-point showing. What a game. Will Barton was an assist shy of a double-double. It seems like everyone's coming assist shies of double-doubles. But Victor Oladipo, what a game from him. Obviously a career night. Minnesota Timberwolves beat the Dallas Mavericks 97-92. Karl Anthony Towns had 28 points and 12 rebounds. And Harrison Barnes had 19 for the Mavs. The 76ers 40-21 outscoring third quarter was not enough to beat the New Orleans Pelicans as they lost 131-124. Ben Simmons had a double-double with 27 points and 10 assists. Anthony Davis back in the lineup. He had 29 points and 8 rebounds for the Pelicans. And then the New York Knicks moved to 500 on the year. They beat the Atlanta Hawks 111-107. Kristaps had 30 points and 8 boards for the Knicks. Ersan Ilyasova had 20 points for the Hawks. Now on to today's games. We have a few finalists already. The freaking Chicago Bulls, they've won 3 straight. They beat the Celtics. Oh, I'm so sad to see this. 108-85. The Celtics really first bad game. Nikolai Mirotic had 24 points for the Bulls. And Al Horford had 15 for the Celtics. That's sad to see. The Rockets beat the Pelicans 130-123. Jrue Holiday had 37 points to lead the Pelicans. And James Harden had 26 points and 17 assists to lead the Rockets. Then the Heat beat, hey, look, the Grizzlies 107-82. Goran Dragic had 19 points for the Heat, and Andrew Harrison had 16 for the Memphis Grizzlies. And then the Hornets actually got a win, and they beat the Oklahoma City Thunder. They outscored them 40-22 in the third. That's probably why they won. Dwight Howard had 23 points, 7 rebounds for the Hornets, and Russell Westbrook had 30 points and 7 assists for the Thunder. And there's only 2 more games tonight. I think the Warriors are going to beat the Trailblazers. I think the Raptors are going to beat the Clippers. So, guys, that's going to be it for me. If you went on to enjoy this video, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube. If you haven't already, here are the standings. Pause if you feel like it. So, guys, I'm going to be signing off. Have a good one. Later.